Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Another beer I got from 𝗕𝗹𝗰𝗵𝗁. I think I've had a beer from this brewery before. Drekker. They're out of Fargo, North Dakota. Blacklight Syndicate Double IPA. I like that they put the malt, hops, and yeast right on the can there. If you can't read it, I can't read it. It's the pale two-row spelt oats carafoam for hops, Citra, Mosaic, and Azacca yeast house IPA yeast. So going by that alone, I'm thinking, okay, they're going for either a New England style IPA or just a hazy IPA. I mean, they're got oats and spelt in there and carafoam. I think it's 8.3 ABV. Again, I got this on 𝗕𝗹𝗰𝗵. Link below. Let's grab one of my, I don't know, snifters, goblets, tulip glass, whatever you want to call it. I have like no fingernails anymore. All right, let's get this out of the glass here. Yep, looks like lemonade. Foamy. You guys hear that? I wasn't. And it's sticking around a little. Oh, I can smell it from here. It smells pretty good. You know, this can matches my shirt. I gotta get a picture here for the thumbnail. If you're watching on the replay, which probably everybody except me is. All right, let's dig in here. Yeah, New England style, very tropical, just guava, grapefruit, pineapple. A little bit of grassiness in there. Almost, I was going to say like a locker room kind of thing, but I mean, it's not bread, but it's almost like that herbal funkiness. Just, I think that's, Mosaic has that character to it, and what's the other one? Citra? Yeah. Citra's very citrusy, but it also has that grassiness to it. And I mean, I've heard of Azacca hops before, but I don't know the characteristics off the top of my head. Appearance, wow, it looks like lemonade on camera. It is not quite that yellow in real life. It's more of a, well, actually, yeah, it is quite yellow, orange. Let me get out of the light here, but yeah, very hazy. Can you see me? Can't even see me through the glass here. And you saw the foam. It was, a good 2-finger, thumb and a half width, foamy. See if it sticks around. Just dig in. Cheers. Well, as soon as it hit my tongue, I was like, wow, that's actually bitter. Because the New England IPAs, even the double IPAs, kind of low on the IBU scale. This one, as soon as it hit my tongue, I was like, wow, it's like at least 70, maybe even 80 IPA or IBUs. This is 8.3, and IPAs tend to be a 10-to-1 ratio of IBU to ABV. It would make sense if it was like 80, 83 IBUs to 8.3% ABV. So yeah, very bitter, but also lots of hop flavor to it as well. Same thing as the nose, tropical fruit flavors. I don't think I'd go as far as to say juicy. Yeah, when it's this bitter, it's hard to like really describe a beer as juicy. And juicy tends to be like the low bitterness, New England style IPAs, or really any IPA, or like a pale ale. In fact, that what's it, Utah Johnny or whatever I have, that one's really, really juicy. But talk about that another time. So yeah, this one is giving me flashbacks to like 𝗕𝗹𝗰𝗵𝗵 and Night Shift, and maybe even Lawson's, something like that. Those first generation New England IPAs that were actually quite bitter. And it's like, actually, ever since I left New York, those New England IPAs, the bitterness went way down. And I mean, they still look like this and they still taste like this, but without the bitterness. They're doing mostly really late edition hop additions, or they're not even hopping it during the boil at all. A lot of breweries are hopping during the mash Although it's usually with pale ales. Based on the ingredients here, 2-row, spelt, oats, 𝗕𝗏𝗰. You're expecting a smooth, kind of thick, full mouthfeel, and yeah, that's what you're getting. I would say it is quite smooth. Kind of feels like, as far as texture, like in that kind of stouty range. Not quite. It doesn't say there's lactose in here, so I'm not getting that. But yeah, with the oats, it's just filling up the mouthfeel. Very soft, very comfortable. Although I do notice that there's a clean alcohol presence here. I can feel, kind of like a warmth, but it's not rubbing alcohol or, any, boozy, bourbon, vodka, anything like that. Just, just strong, classic beer alcohol. So yeah, it's strong, but it seems to be fermented pretty clean. I'm not getting, a yeast side effect, butyric acid or acetaldehyde or diacetyl or anything like that. I bet Darwin would like this beer. I don't know if he watches my show anymore. It sucks. Ever since he moved, I never see him anymore. I haven't seen him in a year, even though he technically lives 20, 30 miles away, but lives out in the middle of nowhere. It's just really hard for me to get out there. Yeah. So let's rate this. I don't have the specs in front of me, and I know BJCP did come up with, at least they have a preliminary New England style IPA. The problem is I think that's on single IPAs, and I think that's on low bitterness IPAs. I guess you could do this, if you're going to do this as spec, I guess 22B. Is it 22A? Or, yeah, 22A, I think. 22A is a double IPA, and I think 22B is American Strong Ale, something like that. But yeah, if I'm rating it to spec, well, aroma, really, really good. Just, tons of hops. Not picking anything as malt. No sweetness or hay or graininess or anything like that. Just kind of a simple nose, but it's nice. With an IPA, and especially double IPA, you just want a big hop aroma, and that's what you get with this one. So probably go up 9 or 10 on aroma. Appearance, you can see the foam sticking, but it's not really lacing. And I'm not a huge fan of hazy IPAs in general, but if that's the style, and it's for me because it's such a bright color. I think probably the oats and the 𝗕𝗏𝗰 probably account for that. I don't know. I think I'd probably go 2 out of 3 on appearance. So that brings us up to 12, 13, something like that. Taste, double IPA. Well, it's bitter. It's hop flavor. A lot of citrus, tropical fruit, a little bit of grassiness. Actually, quite a lot of grassiness. Noticeable but tame alcohol. Yeah, so good overall. I'd probably go. It's good, but it's kind of repetitive. It's very kind of simple palate. If I was judging it to spec, okay, I'd probably go 14 or 15 out of 20 on taste. So that brings us up to 25, 27, something like that. Mouthfeel, it's on point. If we're doing New England style IPA, it's supposed to be kind of a fuller body, very smooth, soft texture. Won't go as far as say velvety. It's just soft and comfortable, mild alcohol, warmth, very drinkable. Would not call it refreshing because it's so bitter. In fact, the hops kind of linger. But drinkability, not a problem at all. I'd probably go 4 out of 5 on mouthfeel. So we're up to 30-ish. Overall, good, not great. Probably 7 or 8 out of 10 overall. So 37, 38 beer on a 50-point scale. Untapped, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Good, solid, classic, double IPA. It takes a lot for me to be amazed buy IPAs and double IPAs these days because I just feel like I've had them all. Like it's all been done. I kind of envy new beer drinkers who are getting into this scene now. 10 years ago, I was drinking like Stone, Ruination, and like even Stone regular IPA or Dogfish 60 and 90, and things like that. And those were mind blowers. And like now they're considered like baby beers. Actually, we can't get Stone in Orlando. Actually, I remember when I lived in Albany, just would love going to the beer store and just seeing whatever new IPA Stone had in. I think I have to move to Tampa or something to get Stone beers, but yeah, I like it. It's good. I like it. So 8 out of 10, 4 out of 5 for Drekker Blacklight Syndicate. Cool can too. I'm gonna rip this sticker off and stick it on my. I have a garbage can over here where I take all these stickers and put them on. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm rambling, going on 11 minutes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.